It's almost October already. I wonder where September went. Hey, how you doing? We're going to Santa Fe Junction. Get some fresh air and exercise, and I can play with my camera. And yeah, it's the weather's turning quite fall-like. We're coming into October. It's the last week of September, and went by like a blur. And I don't know. I guess that just means we're keeping busy. Anyway, we're gonna go to the junction. Woohoo! In this neighborhood in a while. This is known as the Summit neighborhood. It's kind of one of the oldest neighborhoods in the city. It's full of beautiful old homes, and it's really centrally located. It's a very pleasant, pretty place to walk. I think it's reasonably safe too. I think the doggies are enjoying walking and sniffing. And it's got one of the best views of downtown, which we'll see here in a second. This is Summit Overpass. Beautiful old houses. This is the Summit Overpass. And this is the view you get of downtown. Nice. I moved over down a little bit. Great, nice view of downtown. That's funny, probably can't see it with this wide screen, but there's like remains of a scooter down there, like somebody took a scooter and trashed it. I guess that's not funny, but there's more of a view of the Kauffman Center and downtown. We need to finish our walk so we can go home and take care of the kiddos when they come home. The last time I walked down this alley, I think, was 2002. A sign says bad dog. Bad dog. No, you guys are good dogs. But yeah, it was in the fall 2002. I was taking pictures of the leaves and the trees for my video zine, Svoboda. I put it on the cover. Svoboda 4, I think it was. Yeah, the leaves haven't quite changed yet. It was later in October. Probably closer to November, somewhere around Halloween, I think. 2002, I can remember these things because certain other events that happened at that time. I mean, the first one was that I met my wife and courted her that whole time online. She was in the Philippines and I was here. She was running a cyber cafe and we hit it off because in many ways we were exactly alike in the same place in life. It's getting that time of year. One of my favorite celebrations. I've started to get fond of it in the past few years. It's sort of the way they celebrate it in the Philippines, but it's also it's a great celebration. It's a great way to celebrate. and remind us of our own mortality, and think of people that have passed in our lives. I mean, not just necessarily past, but mainly our passage through life and the people we've met along the way. Some who are here and some who aren't. Mostly it's a celebration of those who aren't, so we can remember them. They're remodeling this building over here, probably turning it into storefronts and lofts, of course, like everything. Everything's going that way. It's good to see people moving into town, but my only reservation is with the gentrification, we need to make sure that as people of all walks of life are able to live in town, and that's what makes a community good. Because if you just have one group of people, one class of people, that's dull. But, yeah, everything is kind of tapered down a little because of the situation. We got some hair saloons, and used to be a coffee shop here, but I don't see it anymore. I know there's a place over there that advertised it, sold Broadway coffee, which is good coffee. My favorite in the city, really. That and the stuff I get at Head Rush, yeah. Get a view of the Summit neighborhood, west side, with our Amazon truck. Hey, how you doing? Maybe I should turn this fan down a little bit. I think we've cooled off the car. 75 degrees. I should have the windows open, but I don't. Some changes coming up. I've been looking at some YouTube analytics, and I have too much in my channel, but it's not too much, it's too much variety, and people don't know what to do with that, and there's a lot in there that people don't care about, and I have other channels, so I'm going to migrate that stuff over to the appropriate channels. Like my train stuff will go to Rails End. I think I have a channel there, and this vlog that I do, which is mostly for me, it's a personal journal, more or less, which honestly most people don't care about that. I don't do that much that's really that interesting for people to really want to be riveted to it. So it's more like, if people are interested in it, it's for family and friends. And that will go to my boorish, redundant Adventures of Steve-O channel. And what will stay on Svoboda? Well, Svoboda is sort of inappropriately named, but it's the channel that's monetized, and I don't know if I need to change it in the future, I will, but what will stay there will be the things that I'm trying to work that seem to work. My time lapses work pretty good. People like them. It just needs a boost. But my 4K walking tours, especially one that I did in Lawrence, Kansas, is really taking off. So things like that, places, more or less, places and time, kind of a deal. It's still about freedom and travel, I guess. So it fits. But the name Svoboda, unfortunately, they say in YouTube you need to be blindingly hit you in the face obvious with your content. So if you say this is a vlog about, or this is a channel about blue skies, then it better be about blue skies and nothing else, really. Like the more successful blogs that I know of, the nomadic ones, people living and traveling mobily. That's a theme, and for the most part they stick with it. There's a guy, there's several that I follow, people, expats living in Thailand. Mainly because I can't find too many about expats living in the Philippines, which I'm more interested in. But anyway, so I've settled on Thailand. And those people, their blogs are very singularly focused, and there's quite a few of them out there that are very successful with minimal work. Minimal work being, I think it's sad when I see somebody put a lot of effort into their YouTube channel. Their content is beautiful, beautifully shot, very well edited. They even write scripts, which I don't, and practice their rehearse what they're going to say, and they do it, and then they only get a few hits, and by a few I mean maybe actually less than 1,000 over a month or 2 month period. And I see people who just walk around with a smartphone, very minimal work, and they don't even necessarily hold it very steady. The smartphone does most of the work. The smartphones have gotten so good that they can, how you say, accommodate people's lack of skill. Oops, I need to do that. So, I'm looking at these smartphone blogs. Uh-oh, there's a doggy. There's a doggy. Stella, you're interrupting. Rude. But I see people do these smartphone blogs, walking around with a smartphone. Sometimes they don't even hold it right. 80, 100,000 hits in a day, It doesn't seem like there's any rhyme or reason. I don't know what that guy is doing. He's acting crazy. I'm glad we got out of there. But, yeah, so I've got this sort of bleeding slice of life vlog, which is about me and my experiences. And actually, I'm just going to kind of break the rules with it. I'm going to do it for me, I enjoy doing it. But I only get... There's some videos out there, have been up there for a long time, with 0 views. I think I viewed them once when I put them in, and that's it. And, instead of getting discouraged about it, or, coming up with some other philosophical reason, I just know, I just need to admit what it is. It's a personal daily life vlog, and it's so that someday I or whoever else is interested, possibly children, grandchildren, my wife, could go back down memory lane and go, oh yeah, that's what that was back then. Yeah. But I don't think many people outside of that would be very interested. I could be wrong someday, and somebody, oh, well, But if you prove me wrong and it can monetize itself, I'm happy. But I don't know, to be honest with you, there's some stuff in there that's kind of embarrassing, and I probably wouldn't want the world to really see and critique my life. But anyway, so we're coming into the crossroads. We're going to do a walk that I used to do all the time. Now I know these walks, some of them are going to be misses, but we'll see. But anyway, we're going to do a walk that I used to do all the time when I used to go to YJ's here. We're going to start at the old location of YJ's and walk around the crossroads in the Power and Light District, mostly for the walk. There's one thing that's really more interesting to me, and that's I don't know how you would say, the Union prison collapse. I'm thinking someday when I do some of these walks, I might do a local Civil War walk. Maybe on the anniversary at night of the Battle of Westport, around the Manor Mansion. There's supposed to be ghosts, that appear and reenact the battle. Like you can actually see the soldiers walking around and stuff. And that happens around October 26th, or maybe October 23rd every year. It's a good outdoor thing you can do by yourself without worrying about having a social distance, because there won't, you're outside, there aren't that many people. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I've been trying to get this this old Osmo working right, because it's got the right I don't know how you would say, the right size, and it's on a gimbal and everything. So here I am. I wonder if I can find parking here. Wow, there's 3-hour parking right here. Park in front of the Bauer Machine Works. Bauer. And there's a place called Verdant. I wonder what Verdant is. That's in the old location of YJ's. So anyway, we'll get to it. Woo-hoo! Happy October 1st, or is it Rocktober? And this is the first day that I'm moving my vlog back to the channel Boorish Redundant Adventures of Steve-O, which I created for the vlog. You gotta be cool, man. Somebody's in here. Anybody here? Just me and the ghost? And this is going to be an interesting month. Very interesting. Since we chose to eat out at restaurants and do all sorts of things rather than think about our family's future. History has shown us that the month of October and a year of a pandemic is very pivotal. So we'll see what the second wave brings. And this happy message is brought to you by, I don't know, nothing. Anyway, I'm here at Wake, and gotta get busy. Woohoo! Gotta put the news on. Hey, how you doing?
Say a command.
Exit. Beautiful day, Friday. I am off and celebrating being off until Sunday evening, Monday morning. And so now I'm gonna relax a little and get some coffee. Here is Sister Anne's. I need to actually go across the street to shoot this, but as you'll see, the street is really busy. What I'm doing here is I'm trying out my lens that I haven't used in a while, my 18-200. I think it's probably more like a 24-200 with this camera. And there's looking towards Troost Avenue here on 31st Street. Yeah, so I grew a pair and braved the street, and this is what the building looks like that houses Sister Anne's here in Kansas City, which is on 31st Street in Campbell. I had to look at it. And there are the dongs patiently waiting. Right, doggies? What's up, pups? got a beautiful evening. It's a little chilly. Light jacket weather. And I think I'm on a mission today to see how many different cameras I can use. Now I'm using, well, I've only used 2 so far. But I think later on tonight, I hate to say this because you make plans, especially when shooting videos, and then they don't come out, and then people wonder what happened. Your continuity breaks. Ooh, wow. I know you can't see this, but this car is parked in a way that the streetcar can hardly get by it. The lady opened the door right in front of the streetcar. Just kind of like impatient people in their own little world. Hate to be judgy, but it is what it is. Anyway, so my plan for now is it's First Friday, and I'm going to take my Osmo and my Osmo Action, combine them so that I can have front and back angles, and put the wireless on the Osmo and a Rode shotgun mic on the Action. So I have good audio on both, so if one doesn't work, the other one will. And we'll do a little bit of a walkabout. Now I was thinking I was going to keep playing with the ooh, that's kind of nasty looking. I'm backlit. I was thinking, maybe I can fix that. Yeah, there we go. I was thinking I could play with the Sony a little more, but then I was thinking I'm planning on doing a walkabout, Australian, which means I'm just going to walk around with the camera, and that the best configuration for that is a gimbal, because no matter how much stabilization you have on this, it's not enough. And for me, because I like it to be as smooth as I can make it, and kind of like do a little bit of a walk and talk, and I don't know, see what First Friday is like on a October night during the situation. I don't plan on going into too many close quarters, and I don't think there's going to be much tonight. I'm maybe just going to walk for exercise with the dogs at night. So that's my plan for now. Now that plan may change depending on what the missus says. So I always got to answer to the boss. Anyways, and I got to watch people who are not watching out for themselves. So, woohoo! Well, I decided to bring the family back to Parkville since I enjoyed it so much, and yeah, family day. There they are. So the missus says she's in the back antique shop here. Yep, there they are. Going crazy. Pumpkins. In the pumpkin patch, and now we're back at that antique store that I went to earlier. There's a car show going on. Look at the old trucks, pretty cool. I like this one, Chevy Nova. I like that Corvette over there, kind of old school, postmodern. saw my favorite car. Yep, at every car show you can see your share of Chevys and Fords and Goats and things like that. But I don't see too many of these here. Doggie's famous. Are you famous? Oh. We've made it to Westin, Missouri. And there's something going on down here. I just did one of my 4K walking tours. And the missus and the kids are in one of the few open stores. Though though this place is really busy, I think it's mostly for restaurants and stuff. Westin is definitely a very pretty town. I tell you what. Although I think whatever is happening down here is petering out a little bit. I think it's maybe Oktoberfest, something to do with wineries. I don't know, I haven't figured it out. Like this place, we always come here. Architectural salvage. And I guess they're still open, maybe. This place is amazing. This is my kind of place. Like places like this. I don't like the Doylish antique stores. Pretty cool. Don't know how well this works with the wind, but